Global deaths from COVID-19 hit 2 million, making coronavirus the deadliest global epidemic since the emergence of HIV/AIDS. Over the past week, the daily death toll of the pandemic stood at 12,000 to 13,000 people. The number has been steadily increasing across the world since last October, when there were around 5,500 deaths per day globally. In the US, more than 90,000 people could die of COVID-19 in the next 3 weeks, according to CDC forecasts. Overall, because of the pandemic, life expectancy in the US will decrease by more than a year to 77.48 years, the lowest since 2003. Hopefully, the ongoing vaccinations will improve the situation. As of last week, almost 31 million doses were distributed across the country and over 11 million people had received the first dose, the CDC reports. According to new findings from Brazilian clinical trials, the Chinese COVID-19 vaccine developed by Sinovac is only 50% effective. There are concerns that Chinese vaccine trials do not have the same level of transparency or scrutiny compared to Western counterparts. Similar concerns have been cited by the Brazilian Health Regulatory Agency for rejecting to approve Russia's Sputnik V coronavirus vaccine for emergency use. China, which is experiencing its biggest outbreak since the start of the pandemic, has finished building a 1,500-room hospital to fight the surge in infections. Altogether, the authorities are erecting 6 hospitals in Nanyang, south of Beijing, with a total capacity of 6,500 rooms. Chinese authorities launched a similar program back in 2020 at the start of the outbreak in Wuhan. Today, China is blaming the resurgence in infections on people or goods arriving from abroad. Earlier this month, 3 cities around Beijing have been locked down. India has joined other countries with what might be the largest vaccination campaign in the world. The authorities aim to inoculate 300 million people, including 30 million healthcare workers at the first stage, followed by 270 million people who are either over 50 or have underlying health conditions. Currently, India is second to the US in the number of over 10.5 million confirmed cases and third to the US and Brazil in the number of over 152,000 deaths. This was the 111 News from HealthManagement.org. Visit our website for more stories, download our journals for in-depth information, and subscribe to our highlights.